Hello everybody, this is Tardiston, and today we're basically going to be doing a little playthrough of sorts of my very own game, Five Nights at Warios: The Twisted Timeline. Well, Chapter 1, The Factory. Now, you can consider this a developer commentary of sorts. Anyways, let's begin. There once were two men named Wario and Waluigi. Wario always wanted to open up his own fast food factory. With help from investors, he opened up his own fast food factory. He hired his friends to help with the factory, Mario, Luigi, and Peach. And here we go, the phone calls. Sorry, Justin, but you recorded some great lines, but I'm gonna have to skip them for this video. Yeah, I already know the mechanics. I love that little Wario foot tap I put in. And here we go, night one. Now, the interesting thing is, the blue UI that you're seeing here wasn't actually there from the very beginning. Like, if you've played this game before, especially its earlier versions, the UI was, like, much more diverse when it came to, like, color and stuff, like, if you saw it back then. But I changed it to a blue UI because I kind of wanted every single game in the Twisted Timeline trilogy. Yes, for those who don't know, this game series is a trilogy. I basically wanted this game to have its own feel from the other ones. Oh, there goes Waluigi. Alright, Wario's already there. And yeah, basically, that's why I made the UI blue in, I believe, version 3.0. Like, even I lose track of the version sometimes. But yeah, I feel like this is like a much better looking UI. And like each game, when you think about it, it has sort of its own like color scheme. Like the first game, as you're seeing, is obviously blue. Oh, Chef Waluigi. The first game that I'm playing right now is obviously blue, but the second game, Nightmarish Mess, which I might do another developer commentary on after this series is finished, uh, that game has a much more orangish tone, if you get me, right? But then, like, the third game, Five Nights at Warriors, A Surreal Nightmare, which is supposed to be, like, the finale to this whole series, that game is, like, very diverse when it comes to colors. Like, it doesn't have a specific color tone, it just has many colors on and on. Like, yeah. This Warrior's still there. Man, looking at this office, I genuinely just cannot process the fact that I thought this looked good back in like 2024 when this game was released. Like, this was like one of the very first edited offices I ever made, honestly. Back then, I was super happy with how it looked, but now I'm not so sure, honestly. Anyways, I'm gonna shut up now so you can enjoy some nuggets of gameplay. One very interesting thing is that the sound effects here, they were actually not even these ones in like the earlier versions of the game. Basically, like I believe these were also provided by Justin Wright, who was actually also the main composer. But yeah, I actually prefer these ones a lot more to the previous ones. Like the previous ones sounded more unique, but these sound much better, honestly. Man, I cannot believe this game like turned into a whole trilogy series. Like when I originally made this, I just wanted this to be like a very simple FNAF 1 imagining. Like no strings attached, nothing special. Just a simple FNAF 1 reimagining with almost like the exact same story. But then as I started, oh shit, I forgot what was not that. But then as I like started making like developing the game more and more, like even when I made 1.0, I still just intended for this game to just be a single game, like nothing special. And then when I started working on my next fan game, Five Nights at Wario's A Nightmarish Mess, basically I basically wrote myself into a corner, kind of like how the writers of Breaking Bad wrote themselves into a corner. And I thought, man, how could I make any of this make sense? So then I just thought to myself, let's connect it to this game. So then I came up with the most ridiculous way to connect it to this game, which was basically, and spoiler alert, that Nightmarish Mess and Twisted Timeline were both like a simulation of sorts that Richard had. Uh, yeah, basically Richard had after like the murders in like the factory in real life. Obviously, like it's very complicated. I'm gonna try to explain it in like my final game. Yeah, like it is. Yeah, basically like. And there we go. Night 1. Alright, let's go. That was night 1. Let's go to night 2. Continue. A few years later, the factory was doing better than ever. However, Wario wanted more money. He was obsessed with it. Sometime in 1997, after finishing a shift, he found something interesting. A book that was very old, over 2,000 years old in fact. Motherfucker found an ancient artifact. Wario was interested and read the book. The book was filled with demonic rituals, but one ritual caught Wario's eye, a ritual for unlimited riches. It was late at night and Wario was tired, so he took the book home. He planned on performing the ritual the next day. And sorry Justin, but I'm gonna have to shut you up here. I know it's James, but like Justin's the one who voiced him. He's a goat, by the way. He did a lot of stuff for this game. I cannot thank him more. Alright, night 2. Now, it's basically the same, but now we have Mario over here. Now, funny story. Some of the sound effects in the game, like, if you pay attention, like, when I push back Mario, that sound effect, I actually got that sound effect from another Five Nights at Wario's fan game. Uh, I I actually got that sound effect from like another Five Nights at Wario's fan game, Five Nights at Wario's Trapped Within. It's made by Epic Taggy Games, like the same person who made like a lot of other FNAF fan games. He basically created his own universe, and let me tell you, his games are really good. You should definitely go play them. Uh, they were like my main inspiration for a lot of things. But basically, I got that sound effect from Trapped Within. I believe it is the camera pull-up sound. But yeah, like back then, like I used to dump like a lot of FNAF fan games, like a lot of FNAF fan games in general. Like I was just so bored. I believe I used Source Explorer for like dumping my Quick Team games. Like, and like I remember half the time it just didn't work with some games, but it worked pretty well with a lot of other ones too. And instead of going and searching on the internet, I actually grabbed like a lot, and I mean a lot of like the sound effects from like other FNAF fan games. Like they were like original sound effects, so this isn't considered stealing, but like I genuinely just didn't want to just find the original stock sound effects on Google, so I just got them from the games. Like I know it sounds weird, but hey, it is what it is. And yeah, I don't think it's stealing. I hope it's not. Anyways, now to 2 a.m. I'm just gonna let you enjoy some gameplay. This Waluigi is rendered as new, by the way. Like I originally did not have this in like 1.0. Like in 1.0, he had his hand out. It almost looked like he was doing a T-pose or something. Oh, I forgot. We even get like a little Luigi plushie thing for like uh, touching his nose. Now, basically, you don't get the Luigi plushie. It's kind of jarring because like uh, you basically get an achievement for honking his nose, but like the game, I basically made it so that like if you simply like have, if you basically like simply have the achievement, the figure is automatically gonna appear. Like it's so weird. I should have definitely like added a check. Like I should have added a check that basically makes it so that like the game only adds it in after you like exit and then reboot the game, or like reboot the main gameplay frame or something, whatever you want to call it. Honestly. Oh shit. Oh, and a funny thing, I'm not even playing the original application. I'm legit just playing the game through the ClickTeam MFA. It's pretty much unchanged from like the application because like I have not touched the MFA for like 7 months now. And like another thing is, I have like a really bad issue with preservation. Uh, in like I should when making the updates, I should have definitely like copy pasted the MFA so that like the older version MFAs could still exist. Like right now, I do not have access to the old MFAs for like 1.0 and 2.0. Like those 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 are basically lost media now. They're MFAs. They're basically lost media now, and I'm not joking about this. Like a lot of my things are just lost media now. Like like it was only a few months ago where I started like genuinely working hard to preserve things, and there we go, night two. Alright, that concludes it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna try to upload another part as soon as I can, but I want you all to do something. If you want, or like if you have any questions about anything really, like about this game, about my previous games or something, write them down in the comments below, and I'm gonna answer all of them in the next video. Alright? Yeah, sounds good. Alright, yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, bye. Catch y'all.